Once again, dear one, this is Reverend Ruth on Starry Bar with Angel Healing Ministries. We are still in Hempstead Lake State Park in West Hempstead area, Rockville Center, and we're still here enjoying the songing of the birds and everything, and all that's going on and stuff like that. And I have another thing I want to share with you that came today that I'm going to share for you guys today. It's actually Thursday, and it's the 6th of October, and we're still in the midst of the fall, where the fall has just begun, and we're just enjoying the good weather while we have it, my friends. But this is Reverend Ruth on Starry Bar with Angel Healing Ministries, and our mission statement is to guide you on your path to find God, while we support you with love and light, and show you how important truth and faith are on your path back to God. And show you how important truth and faith are on your path back to God. And I'm going to talk about something that came through to me today. And as I always say, we all know faith is an important part of life. Because without faith, what is there? Anyhow, you hear me say that way too much, my friends. I'm in the picnic area with the lake behind me. We might walk down to the water a little bit, we'll see. And I'm just kind of enjoying it here. But in the meantime, what I want to talk about is stand tall. And as you know, with our world today, my friends, it's time for all of us to stand tall. Because what's happening is that all us spiritualists, and we're not only spiritualists, creative people, artsy types, logical people, scientific people, we all have a part to play in this world. And as you know, our world is going through some severe changes, and there's a lot of things going on right now. And we need to work with that and find a way to resolve whatever's going on. And as you know, there's a lot of things going on in our world, from pandemic to now monkeypox, and who else knows what else is out there. But it's really up to us to hold the balance of the planet in our hands, and to do our part as we're supposed to do our part, my friends, because we need a lot of guidance. And well, maybe a lot of us have our own inner guidance, my friends, and God is the main source. That when you call to God high above, what happens, He responds to you, and you hear what to do, or you see what to do, or you get a feeling on what it is to do. But we need now, my friends, is to stand tall and balance everything in our lives, you see. Because right now, with everything going on, my friends, we have our work cut out for us. Us light workers, us spiritualists, us scientists, our logical people, you know what I mean, the whole ordeal. And the more work we do, and the more stuff we do, my friends, the better off we are, the stronger we become as we bond together in friendship and in as a whole people. And we have to stand tall no matter what. No matter what circumstances that we are facing, we stand together. How many of you remember the time of the Twin Towers? And we talked about this a couple of videos ago at Eisenhower Park. How everyone stood together like one to help one another. And then the pandemic, as it came into effect, and what it did to the people over time, and how a bunch of people that weren't infected with COVID started to pull together these food drives and things like that, clothing drives, ways for them to get supplies that they needed. You see, we once came from a world like that, my friends, and we kind of left that world behind. But it's not very far. It's always nearby. And we want to be like that again. You see, God has chosen all of you for a moment in time, for a purpose in this life. We may not know, you may not know what that is right now. Or maybe you do. I don't know who knows and who doesn't know. But you may know what it is that you are meant to do, or you're about to find out what it is you're meant to do. I know my part is here as a minister in the community, to talk to people in the community, to do videos, put them up on YouTube and Facebook, write my stories, and find the deeper meaning behind the Holy Bible and the deeper purpose that God created us all to be. You see, a long time ago, my friends, I had a near-death experience where I actually met the angel of death on this journey. I was in surgery and I was on this journey, and the surgery took a long time. People were worried, but while this was all going on, my friends, what was going on with me is I was in this beautiful garden in gold and lush and green and beautiful, and there was the angel of death. And at that point, because of me being into the Touched by the Angels TV series, my angel of death was John Dye, and he made it a lot easier for me because we walked through this beautiful garden together where we saw everyone living in harmony and being happy and joyful, and he was telling me that this is the way we are all meant to be, and this is the way God wants it to be, and that I had a purpose in this world. But we walked and we talked about the spiritual stuff, the different realms and everything, and all of what's going on in the world. And then, in the distance, I saw this incredible light, so bright. And he turned to me and said, as we walked closer to the light, he says, I have someone here who wants to talk to you. So I walked up to the light, and in the light was Jesus sitting there. He was sitting on a bench. Maybe it was a swing. He was sitting down, and he put his hand down, and he said, come, sit next to me, my child. So I sat next to him, and I said, I'm not going to argue with you because you're the Christ. And he said to me that, my child, you have to go back and become a minister. Now, of course, my jaw dropped, but, I wasn't going to argue with the Son of God because, years ago I had an opportunity to become a minister, a lay pastor, that is, but I said at 18, are you kidding me? But they knew that there was going to be another plan that God had for me. And part of that plan was to become a minister. So Jesus told me himself that I had to go back and teach the Holy Word in the newer way, to look at the deeper meaning of the Holy Bible, and that to connect the dots and see what the whole thing is all truly about. And I said, okay, I'm not arguing with you. So I decided to go back, and I woke up in recovery, and the first words out of my mouth to my husband at the time was, I have to become a minister. He's like, say what? I go, Jesus told me I have to become a minister. He goes, wait, what a second. What are you talking about? I said, I had this near-death experience, I told my husband. And I walked with the angel of death, and the angel of death led me up to Jesus, and I sat down with Jesus in the light, and Jesus told me I had to become a minister. He's like, okay, well, we're not going to argue with Jesus, he told me. So the moment I recovered and got better and I was able to go out on my own, we started to look for a place. We were in a store shopping for food for, he was vegetarian, and he was teaching me how to be one. And all of a sudden we were like near the area where all the magazines and stuff are and all that other stuff. And all of a sudden this book just mainly falls off on the shelf, onto the floor, open to a page with a big ad in it that says CEC, the Center for Expanding Consciousness in Phoenix, Arizona. It jumped off the page to me, and I knew that this was where I had to go. So I took my stand, and I made that call, and they had a ministerial program, which I joined. And then from there I learned about everything, and I discovered that every single religion, my friends, all leads back to the one power, you see. And this one power has chosen us to do certain things for certain purposes in life. So we need to learn to stand tall in our empowerment, because once we're fully empowered, we can proceed as we're supposed to and do what we're supposed to do, my friends. Because we all have a purpose on this planet right now. We may not know what it is, or you may not know what it is, but we all have a purpose, you see. And you might know your purpose already, my friends. I'm just going to go down a little ways because this looks like it's pretty low tide here. But you see, when we do what we have to do, when we follow the Spirit that guides us to where we're supposed to be, we do that. And God will lead us in the direction we're meant to go, you see. But our job, your job, my friends, is to stand tall in the skills, the gifts, your unity, your religion, and do what it is you're meant to do. Because after all this time of doing what we have to do, it's going to raise our planet to another vibration in life. A more broader based horizon, spiritual, whatever it's going to be. But you all have a part in this journey that we're going to be on together, my friends. So, my friends, meditate, focus, find what it is that you're meant to do, and do it. You see, we all have a purpose that we have to do. And yes, you have been chosen. Just like I've been chosen, and a bunch of other people that I know have been chosen to lead spiritual groups, lead whatever it is that we're meant to lead, do what it is we're meant to do. Because in the long run, my friends, it will surely make a difference in our world, in our lives, you see. So, my friends, find it, meditate, pray, listen, follow your instincts, have faith, and know that God already has a plan for you, where you're going to be going, what you're going to be doing. You just have to reach up and say, I'm here, God. Guide me, lead me, send me where you need me to be, my friends. Send me to where you need to be, where I need to be. Because when you get to that point in life, my friends, you will be so impressed and so in awe, and you're going to learn so much wisdom and share that wisdom that you take with you with others, you see. And remember, my children, well, coming from God directly, that you all have a reason, you all have a purpose. Don't get discouraged no matter what happens. Have faith, because they got this. God and the angels got this. And the more we discover who we are and what we're meant to do, my friends, our worlds will only get better from here. It may get tougher as we go on, but there is promise on the rise of the horizon. Thanks. We love you. Namaste. And this is Reverend Ruth on Star Your Bar with Angel Healing Ministries. We love you. Namaste. And if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe. We love you. Namaste. And this again is Reverend Ruth on Star Your Bar with Angel Healing Ministries here at Hempstead Lake State Park in the picnic area in field number 2. Thanks. Field 3. Thanks. We love you. Bye. And while we have a few minutes, I'm going to show you, I noticed a couple of ducks in the background. Let's see what kind of ones they are. There weren't many, but there were a few. But we don't want to go too deep because it looks deep. But, it looks like there's a goose over there. I think that's a goose. If you look. Yeah, that's a goose. And there are a couple other animals somewhere around here, like if I look in the water someplace. But my friends, also our job is to keep this place beautiful and make it a wonderful place to live. Thanks, my friends. We love you. Namaste. And once again, if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe. Bye.